Once upon a time, there were three little kittens. They lived in a cozy burrow beneath the roots of a big oak tree. Their names were Whiskers, Boots, and Patches. Whiskers was the eldest, with grey fur as soft as a cloud. Boots, the middle kitten, had sleek black fur and bright green eyes. Patches, the youngest, was a fluffy ball of white fur with playful black spots. They loved to play hide-and-seek amongst the leaves and chase butterflies in the sun-dappled forest. One crisp autumn day, the kittens were playing near a babbling brook. The wind rustled the leaves and a swirl of colourful leaves danced around them. Suddenly, they spotted something peculiar nestled amongst the leaves. 3 pairs of mittens. Whiskers, wearing his silver mittens, suddenly felt a warmth spread through him. He looked at Boots and Patches, and to his astonishment, he could understand their thoughts. "Wow, I can hear what you're thinking," exclaimed Whiskers, his grey eyes wide with surprise. Boots, flexing his paws encased in the emerald green mittens, felt a surge of energy. He jumped up, reaching a branch high above, much higher than he had ever jumped before. "Look, I can jump so high," he purred, landing softly back on the ground. Patches, wearing the sunny yellow mittens, felt a warmth in his heart. As he looked at a wilting flower nearby, he felt a strong urge to help. He gently touched the flower with his mitten-clad paws, and to his amazement the flower perked up, regaining its vibrant colours. "My mittens can heal," he exclaimed, his voice filled with wonder. The 3 little kittens were ecstatic with their new abilities. They realised that their mittens were not ordinary, they were magical. Each mitten granted them a unique power, making them special. Whiskers could understand the thoughts of others with his silver mittens, Boots could jump incredible heights with his emerald green mittens, and Patches could heal with his sunny yellow mittens. Excited to explore their newfound powers, the kittens ventured deeper into the forest, their hearts filled with a sense of adventure. They knew that their magical mittens wouldn't just make their lives more fun, but would also help them help others in need. The forest, with its rustling leaves and babbling brooks, held a new kind of magic for the 3 little kittens, a magic they were eager to share with everyone they met. As the kittens ventured deeper into the forest, they heard a faint chirping sound. It was a sound of distress.
"Don't worry, little bird, we'll help you."
Whiskers, with his silver mittens, focused on the sound. He could hear the anxious thoughts of a little bird who had fallen out of its nest and couldn't find its way back. The bird's thoughts were a jumble of fear and confusion. Whiskers, following the bird's thoughts to a tall oak tree, carefully climbed the tree, his silver mittens giving him extra grip. He gently coaxed the frightened bird into his paws. Patches, waiting below, held out his yellow mittens, radiating warmth and comfort. As soon as the bird felt the gentle touch of Patches' mittens, its fear subsided. It chirped happily, nuzzling into Patches' soft fur. Together the kittens carefully placed the little bird back into its nest, nestled amongst its siblings. The parent birds chirped gratefully, their worries replaced by relief. Whiskers, Boots, and Patches felt a warmth in their hearts, knowing they had used their mittens' powers to help someone in need. The kittens continued their adventure, their mittens tingling with anticipation. They came across a clearing where a frantic squirrel was running around a tall chestnut tree, chattering loudly.
"Oh, look at that poor thing."
Boots, with his keen eyes, noticed that the squirrel's tail was stuck in a small hole in the tree trunk. The squirrel was desperately trying to free itself, but its efforts were in vain. Boots, feeling a surge of empathy, knew he had to help. He put on his emerald green mittens, focusing on the task at hand. With a powerful leap, he reached the branch above the trapped squirrel.
"Don't worry, little squirrel, I'll help you."
Boots reassured the squirrel, his voice calm and soothing. He carefully examined the situation, looking for the best way to free the squirrel's tail. He noticed a loose piece of bark near the hole. Using his mittens, he carefully pried the bark off, widening the hole just enough to release the squirrel's tail.
"There you go, little one."
The squirrel, feeling the pressure ease, pulled its tail free. It chattered happily, scampering up the tree to safety. Boots, watching the squirrel disappear into the leafy branches, felt a sense of satisfaction. He had successfully used his emerald green mittens to help another creature in need. The kittens, proud of Boots' quick thinking and bravery, continued their journey, their hearts brimming with joy and a sense of purpose. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the forest floor, the kittens came across a group of bunnies huddled by a muddy puddle. The bunnies were whimpering, their fur caked in mud. They had fallen into the puddle while playing and couldn't get themselves clean.
Oh, these poor bunnies.
Patches, with his big heart, felt a pang of sympathy for the muddy bunnies. He knew his sunny yellow mittens could help. He walked towards the bunnies, his mittens radiating a comforting warmth.
Don't worry, little bunnies, I'll help you.
He said, his voice gentle and reassuring. He carefully dipped his yellow mittens into the puddle, feeling the magical warmth flow through them. He then gently stroked each bunny with his mittens, the mud magically dissolving away with every touch.
There, all clean now.
The bunnies, feeling the warmth of Patch's mittens and the mud disappearing from their fur, started hopping happily. They nuzzled Patches gratefully, their eyes sparkling with joy. Patches, watching the bunnies hop away, their fur clean and fluffy, felt a deep sense of fulfillment. He had used his sunny yellow mittens to spread joy and comfort to those in need. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting the forest in a warm glow, the three little kittens walked back towards their cozy burrow, their hearts brimming with happiness. They had spent the day helping others, using their magical mittens to bring comfort, relief and joy to the creatures of the forest. Back in their cozy burrow, snuggled together beneath the roots of the oak tree, the kittens reflected on their day's adventures.
Our mittens are special.
But it's our kindness that makes them truly magical.
The kittens realized that even without their magical mittens, they could still make a difference in the world. Their kindness, bravery and empathy were the true source of magic, allowing them to connect with others and spread joy wherever they went. From that day onwards, the three little kittens continued to use their mittens, not just for their own amusement, but to help anyone in need. They became known throughout the forest for their kindness and their willingness to lend a helping paw. And as the seasons changed and the years passed, the three little kittens learned that the most powerful magic of all resided not in their mittens, but in their own hearts. The magic of kindness, bravery and empathy, a magic that could change the world one small act of kindness at a time. And so the three little kittens continued their adventures, their mittens a symbol of the magic that resided within them, a magic that shone brighter than any sparkling silver, vibrant emerald green or sunny golden yellow. S for and our bravery.